Oh, trying to reconnect. Oh, there we go.
Okay. So, hi everybody. Happy Monday. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. We have got a lot going on here in the next couple of weeks. So, speaking of things that we've got going on, we have our All Things Embroidery lecture with our friend Karen, who's going to be coming in from Viking to kind of help in a lecture style go over so many different things
With the Vikings.
Well,
And
I think it's going to be talked about in any type.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. So, so that is a lecture. It is down in Littleton. That will be this Thursday from 10 to 4. Then we do have our Bernina Friday, Saturday with the long arms, the sit-down long arms, which is a hands-on portion of it. Each store will have one of those. As of right now, though, I do think that they are full. But then in the afternoons in each store, Friday and Saturday, we do have a Cumatic lecture. So that will be Thornton on Friday, Littleton on Saturday. And I'm actually really excited for everybody to come in for that. I myself am excited to learn new things. Then next month starts, which is really just like next week, right?
April Fool's Day. It's coming up soon.
It sure is. And starting April 1st is Surger Month. So we have lots planned for that as well.
Lots of fun projects.
Lots of fun projects. And there will be, I think, a lot of sales and stuff.
Do you think?
I think so. So,
On surgery-related items?
On surgery-related items, I would say so. And then I did want to mention, and I forgot to write down the new date, but we're going to try and make the Bernina block party that we're going to be hosting here in the store something that online people can kind of take advantage of as well. And we were going to have it just the week after, but you know, with Kate being gone for like 3 weeks.
Traveling.
In April, we did have to postpone that to May. So if you had signed up for that, just know we did change those dates. It is marked on the calendar if you need to double check.
And have we contacted those that were...
I think there's only like 3 people.
Okay.
I haven't.
Okay.
No, but it's on my list of things to do. Okay, so just so you guys know that we did postpone that to May. All right. So that's kind of what's coming up in the
near future.
All
right.
We do have a giveaway. This was a kit that was donated to us that has yet to be sewn.
It's a advent calendar, I think.
Santa Claus is coming to town advent calendar.
Yeah.
It looks super cute. And this is going to go to Miss Julie Vesey.
And I think looks like everything is in there for it.
Maybe calendar and binding. That's my guess. I don't know about
But the pattern's there, so that's good.
And the pattern. Okay.
All right.
So we will put this in the transfer bin to go to you, Miss Julie.
All right.
Okay. And we'll do those while you sew.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to switch
Turn
it around. So Miss Val can... Sorry, let me get my hand out of the way.
Okay. So we are going to make... Look at this. Is this fun or what?
I love them. But of course they're gnomes, so I love them.
We have a guest today. Yeah. She'll be making an appearance here very soon. But this is a pattern that I found online. I made one little change to it, but it's seasonal placemats. So you can see you can do whatever you want with it. You could use a border print if you so desired, or you don't have to. It did say to cut these sections here.
Okay, what are you pointing at?
Down here.
Okay.
It said to cut those 5.5. And when I cut them 5.5, they looked awful. So just know that I made them 4.5 inches.
Okay.
But your kit has plenty to do that. And there's enough in your kit for 2 placemats.
Okay. And our kit is $23.99. Again, makes the 2 placemats here.
Okay. So I have our center piece cut here at 7.5, and I have.
How did you get the camera like all zoomed in?
It was that way. And then I have 2 of these, and all we're going to do is a 1/4 inch seam on each side, which should be relatively simple.
Yes.
We'll turn the iron on real quick.
So the pattern is linked to our our website for our events calendar for today. It is a free pattern from Robert Kaufman. Hey Matt, can you grab me the big calendar, please?
All I'm doing is a 1/4 inch seam to attach the top border, and the same for the bottom border. Thanks.
Okay, so those that were asking again about the Bernina Serger event, so again, April 3rd is going to be when we're hosting it in store. And I do believe we may have one spot, but we may be full. So if you're interested, just put your name down. If we have availability, we can give you a holler. And then we were going to try and teach it sort of virtually as well on April 7th. That did get changed to May 23rd. Still virtual and everything. Kate will be teaching that for you guys. But just kind of had too much going on before Kate left for her thing. So we will be doing that May 23rd. It's a Friday.
All right. I am going to just press these away from the center.
Okay.
But you might just want to have Patrick take them.
Oh, well, yeah.
I don't know if I changed that to regular frames, but I was gonna try all that.
And then our next step is going to be using the double-sided fusible.
They can't really hear you when you're not looking at
Okay.
the camera.
Well, you're supposed to just know that for me. All right. So this is ready now.
Can you move the items from the bottom of the page to the top? Lynn, they're on there. They're just at the bottom of the page. I'm going to have Matt fix that right now. Let me know if you end up doing it online so I don't accidentally duplicate your order, okay?
I can't believe you wouldn't have done that.
All right, so we're just making a sandwich now?
I'm making a sandwich, and I'm using double-sided fusible.
I love this stuff.
So let's see if this little iron is going to be hot enough to take care of it. Hopefully it is.
Are you doing seasonal placemats? All right, that's up there.
All right, that is fixed, so all of today's products should be up at the top now. Sorry about that.
This is not a very big ironing board, but we'll try to make it work without getting glue.
Really? Okay. I'll have Patrick look at it when he's here tomorrow too. This is the one from the 24th.
All right.
This is
Now, did you notice the quilting on this other placemat?
I'll do it on that one.
We have a
I'll
guest
put it up on the top.
here today to help with the quilting.
Did you see that already?
I've printed the order. I have not filled any. Because I'm still doing comments sold ones, but I do have her order back there.
Okay, I just don't know if we have it.
Look who our guest is. Because our guest...
Hi, Paula. Oh, I thought he was like, hey there. Oh, shoot.
Oh, but Paula, I don't have a quarter to change. Maybe we won't need it. Nope, we don't need it. There you go. Paula said to me when we were doing the sample, oh, I could quilt that for you. But then look how she quilted it with stars. Like I could duplicate that? No. So she came
So
in
cute.
on her day off to do a little free motion for us.
Okay. I was just gonna quick show you on the whiteboard what I'm doing so it's easier to see.
Yeah.
So people can see.
I love your whiteboard technique.
I do too.
It's getting pretty beat up. I think I need a new whiteboard.
Maybe
So-
your birthday you'll get a new whiteboard.
So I just did loopy stars. That's kind of one of my main things. And these stars are the same stars that you grew up drawing in school, where it's just like your stick star, you know, just up, down. That's all it is.
Easy.
Yeah.
For some.
So and then I just connect them with loops. You can do 2 loops or 1 loop or whatever, and then you just do another loop and another loop. So you're just going to come up, down, across, over, and down, and just keep going.
All
So
right.
you keep that movement going. You're not going to like stop here, change directions, that kind of stuff. You just come. And then after you do a loop, you're just going to come straight up to your first star point. And across. Just like when we were kids. And then you just keep going and looping. And if you get in a corner, you do a loop your way out of it, and go to your next star. So that's what we're doing today.
All right.
You are amazing.
So if you want to practice, get a whiteboard or some paper and pen
There you go.
before you try to do it on your machine. Okay, so we've changed the foot to the open toe, O foot. I've dropped my feed dogs on the course. There's just a button over here where you just drop the feed dogs. On some machines, you have to reach back and do the little clicky thing back there. You know, slide it. Just depends on your machine, but you have to lower your feed dogs to do free motion. And I'm just going to kind of start up here, kind of towards the edge. So the first thing I'm going to do is bring up my bobbin thread. So I'm just going to do needle down, needle up, grab hold of it. If your bobbin thread has been cut by the machine, sometimes it's pretty short. If it's too short, just grab hold of it, pull it out a little bit, and then it'll be a lot easier to bring it up from the back.
Okay.
And grab hold. Got hold of both of them now. I'm just going to hold on to both of them. And I'm just going to do a couple of stitches in place. And then I'm just going to do like a loop, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to cut my threads so they stay out of my way. And then, because this is a placemat, probably what I'm going to do is just kind of work my way kind of back and forth all the way down the placemat.
All right.
Okay?
This way both placemats will match.
I'm going to check my tension though before I get much farther, make sure it looks okay. And it's doing something weird. I could feel it doing something weird. So we're going to just stop. See how it's stuck?
Mm-hmm.
Somehow the bobbin thread got stuck. So I'm just going to kind of see. I can,
Clean it up. Oh, yeah.
so we've got these little threads. Somehow the bobbin thread got a little stuck or something. So I'm just going to clean those up. Flip it over. I'm going to rethread. But always do a test piece, you know, or do a few inches, and then check your back. This top bobbin thread I'm going to rethread too because it feels loose.
This is why the Queen of Quilting is doing this.
Okay, so I'm going to go right where I stopped. Where the threads were nice and tight still. And I'm going to put my needle down again. Pull my thread back up because it's too short. I'm going to start where I ended off, and then I'm going to backtrack 3 or 4 inches and then go from there so that I kind of go over my old stitches, make sure I don't have any threads.
Is that so that nothing
That
comes
nothing
loose?
comes loose, exactly. So I'm just going to backtrack myself a little bit here. I'll just get going. And pretty soon we'll have a star. Okay, where was I? There we go. Okay. And like I just did just now, if you get yourself a little stuck, you can stop. Reorient yourself, find out which direction you're going, and then keep going. Just gonna double check my tension. That looks okay.
The first time I trimmed it way too close for Paula, so this has a little bit this time for her to hang on to. It's not every day you have a guest come in on live.
Double check, make sure everything looks okay. We're good. Nothing worse than sewing a good 6, 12, 18 inches and then realize your tension's off.
Yeah, that'd be a bummer.
Sounds like me. That's what I would do probably.
Oh, I've done it, and I tell myself, don't ever do that again, and I still do it sometimes. So I always have a little test sandwich by my machine. I always do a little test, but then I always still double check myself because batting could be a little different.
I was going to ask if batting, the type of batting makes a difference.
Or the thread makes a difference.
I love it. And her loopy stars are just perfect for
No,
this.
they're not. Oh,
For
for
this
this, they're
fabric.
fun. They're fun
Yes.
and kind of funky. The stars themselves are not perfect, and I can't make them perfect, so I don't try. I just do the best I can.
No, but it's perfect for this project.
It's kind of fun and whimsical-ish.
Mm-hmm. And everybody's going to bring their quilted placemats in and show you.
That would be awesome. I would love it. I think a good alternative for these placemats would be just straight line quilting across here.
Right.
You know, like 2 or 3, 2 or something like that. I think that would be super effective as well.
Nancy, no, we have not announced that yet. We're still trying to solidify some people. Oh wait, Baby Lock Club? Baby Lock Club, well, Kate is gone. Sorry, I definitely did not read that right. Baby Lock Club's gonna be Patrick and myself. Doesn't she though?
Are they liking her job?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You make it look so easy.
Practice takes practice and doing it a lot. Do it on paper and whiteboard a lot. Over and over and over and over again. You would be kind of amazed.
Just so you know
how it will translate over. That motion will translate over. So much better than just sitting in a machine.
Yeah, your people this weekend when you were teaching your class did pretty good after doing your
Yeah, they did pretty good.
on the paper to the machine.
One thing you can do too is you can draw it on paper, and then you can run it under your machine just without any thread. Just do the needle over it. You know, take out all your thread and just practice with no thread. You know, over and over on the paper.
So, Baby Lock Club for this month is still going to be Kate and Patrick. That is actually this Wednesday. I probably could have mentioned that today. And then Baby Lock Club in April is going to be the 30th, and that will be Patrick and myself. Donna says there's not enough wine on this earth for free motion.
I'm not even sure I could do it with wine. I've gotten to the point where I can maybe do a jigsaw puzzle piece, and that's about the end of my creativity.
When we went to out to Chicago for Bernina training or whatever, and we were doing it on the 790 then, because the 990 wasn't out yet. But I remember my version was like writing my name. I did and I went around the piece of fabric that we had. It was my name, then Marshall's name, then Ari, then Miles, and Siri. And Marshall's name was nice because he has a lot of loops.
Yeah. You know what though? I think it's really good any of it's good because it's just the motion, getting used to doing the motion on the machine.
Well, and not being afraid of it.
Right.
That's true.
Lowering your shoulders and breathing.
And not sticking your tongue out and chewing on your lips.
Whatever it takes, man, I say.
This is why the guest came in, because I knew I couldn't make the two look the same. And she's almost done already. Jeez.
Hello. We have this one for you today.
It definitely helps to leave an inch or two around the outside because it gives you something to hold on to.
Yes, breathing is very crucial.
But you kind of forget to do it. You kind of find yourself holding your breath, and then pretty soon your shoulders end up by your ears.
Uh-huh.
And then you start aching, and then it's not any fun anymore.
Do you ever get bored doing free motion?
Not really, but I do have to take breaks.
Just from being sore?
Just because my shoulders get tired,
Yeah.
and then I get tired of it, and I just need to step away for a little while. You know, if I'm working on a big quilt, doing the same thing over and over again. So here I'm just because it's just a placemat, I'm just going to run it off the edge. And then cut the thread.
Applaud, applause, applause. I get the answer.
So my daughter was just out here this last week, but she did not want to come on live. Thanks, Paula.
Hi, everybody.
And yeah, now that she's a little older, I don't know if I'd be able to get her back on live, to be honest. I think she's gotten a little bit more self-conscious. But I will say that she became a pro at making book bags because she made 3 of them while she was here.
Did she really?
She really did.
First one.
And the last 2, I barely even had to
That's awesome.
tell her what to do. She was like, "Mom, I got it. I'm fine."
I got this one.
And then came to me did I do this right? I was like, "Oh, you are so like your mother."
All right. So, my friends, is this not just awesome?
That's so cool.
It's so cool. Now, our next step is to put our jumbo rickrack. And this is included in your kit.
Yay. You know what I love to use with rickrack?
Tell me.
The glue stick. Because then it doesn't squiggle around on you and you don't have to
It's a great idea. The jumbo
like pin it.
The jumbo isn't so bad. The
I-
little stuff.
It would
It would
be
be for you?
for me.
Oh, and you know what I forgot to grab?
And then I'll tell you I might need thread.
Red thread.
Oh, no.
Hold, please.
If you can't find on any, there's some on that serger right there. I was gonna say there's Metler on that serger right there.
Yeah, it's a little more
Happens to the best of us.
maroon.
You think
We'll do this.
enough, right? For Mr. 657.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to use the serpentine stitch. And the reason I thought I can use the serpentine is because
It's already squiggly?
Yes.
See, that's crooked. See?
So that's what we're going to use,
5
my
and an
friends.
8 by 5 and an 8.
Just how many of these did you need? You remember?
Oh, God. Yeah. 20.
Let me see how much you need.
Oh, you cut them all?
Well, no, one end's right. Oh, my God. I'm going to go insane.
And why do you like using your open toe foot?
So that I can see where I'm going
What
a
do
little
you think
better.
is cooking? I mean, sewing.
And she is doing her placemats for life.
Oh, pretty. I love
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just basically running this rickrack down along the line of the seam, or the seam line, I should say. And you know what? If it isn't perfect, it's a placemat. Who cares? This is really a pretty easy project. If you have some particular, what am I trying to say? Holiday or just every day, this is a good way to make some fast and easy placemats.
They are super cute.
Yeah.
You cut those?
No.
Oh, okay. So you don't need the whole 3/4 then. Is it? What did you do?
Then we'll go trim it, put the binding on,
Is what I'm trying to say.
and Cindy knows I branched out. Well, maybe you don't. I actually used a quilt binding foot today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So,
And by using the red,
I haven't.
it doesn't show. So you really don't even know that I've used the serpentine on it.
You just cut.
Wait a second.
All right.
I cut.
We'll go to this cutting table over here and
Okay.
just trim this real quick. Do you want to come or are you going to stay?
No, we'll come up. Okay, so all right, I'm gonna cover you guys up so I can walk faster.
So I did not trim this because Paula said when you're free motioning, it's always better to leave it. So I just left my batting and the backing around it. And
So to attach her rickrack, Val used the serpentine stitch. And now we're just trimming everything up,
and we'll bind it.
and then we'll put on some binding, and then our placemat pair will be done. So just so you know, when we get back to the table, I'm giving you guys fair warning. I do have a manager special,
That's right. We haven't
Okay.
done that yet.
so giving you ample warning.
Get your fingers ready.
And I have two and only two.
That's right.
This is a super cute project. I would totally agree.
And I didn't like it until put the jumbo rickrack on it. And that just
Yeah,
changed
it just,
the whole thing.
totally like cutesies it up. Is that really a word? I don't know. But
Sounded
if it's
good to
not,
me.
it is now.
It finished it.
And what size do these kind of become?
Well, let's just check it. This became 20 by 13.
15.
Is that 15? Yes, 20 by 15.
Okay.
Hopefully that's the same size. We should probably check the other one and see if it's... Follow me.
Okay. Sorry, gonna close you guys up so I can walk quickly.
Let's see if it's about the same size. Otherwise, we might be trimming just a little more.
All the way down. All the way down.
Hot diggity dog diggity. I'm within a quarter of an inch.
I think we're good.
I think we are too.
Okay, this one right here reminds me of Captain America.
I love these little gnomes. They're so darn
They are
cute.
super cute. Okay.
I'm going
So
from
get
the open toe back to the quarter inch. And I'm going to change from the red to the blue just so I don't forget. And put the binding on with red.
Then they're done that.
All right, now you guys know that I always like to audition when I've had to use more than one width of fabric. And the binding for this one, you do need more than one. So I'm pretty sure that if I laid it in the center, I think that's what I did last time. Yep, came out right here on top. So we know that this is a good place to start.
Your philosophy as well. I can't do, I mean, might as well do what I want at school because I can't.
All right, while she sews on her binding,
Yes.
we do have a manager special. I have 2 of them in stock and 2 only. These are the sewing versions of the Kimberbell Love Notes quilt. Let me make it so that you can see what it looks like, okay? So Love Notes, the sewing version. This one was so cute. I love that you have the cameras, the little photo holders. Okay, and we did this, so this, when it came out, was done on a weekly basis. You got an envelope per week. You did those blocks, then you came back into the store, got your next envelope that had the next block on it. So these are $15 each.
Hold, please. I was putting it on the other way, not using the quilt binding foot.
Yeah.
What?
I was going front to back
I'm going
instead of
home
back
and
to
cut my
front.
fabric.
Oh, okay. All right, so once again, Love Notes sewing version for $15. If anybody wants those. They are so cute.
They are adorable. And what I just did is I'm so used to wrapping my fabric front to back, and with the quilt binding foot you don't do that. So I started my way, but now I have changed and I'm sewing on the back side and I will wrap to the front.
How are you? Sorry, we gotta.
Wrong way.
Yeah, I gotta change something. Stuff out of the ships.
So I'm here to pick up mine, and she is too. So mine is Susie Kent. Kent? Susan. Okay, there's 2 Kents.
Okay, so I just make that pivot, fold this back, do a 45 and then a 90.
I was at Ace getting candy behind you.
Oh, I see.
Let me take it into the
Is that mine?
register. The name on it, Susan King.
Okay, gotcha. I'm trying to find the zipper thing here.
What's the name on the other one?
Sharon,
I wonder if our internet connection is not that great. There's a lot of people going out, coming back in, going out, coming back.
Well, the registers have been very slow this morning.
The internet, just in general.
Yeah,
Because even my computer's been a slug.
I haven't even had mine on, so it's still not much better. Bless you.
Wait a minute, let me pull this up and we can see what he did.
So again, anybody that uses the 1/4 inch feet, there are markings on here so that you know with this mark here, you're 1/4 of an inch away from the needle. We have our front door open today. It's so nice.
Mm-hmm.
The wind has sort of subsided.
Thanks, Val. Yeah, we've kind of noticed that on days when there's like a little bit of wind, or sometimes the days that we have issues too. Thank you, Sherry. But I'm glad some of you haven't been having any issues.
Get stuck back there.
Alright, so you reset your grid cutter mechanism. Yeah, so he must have got it and then reset it. It said reinstalled.
I'm sorry about that, Sarah. Hopefully this week is a better week.
Yeah,
But he doesn't have an embroidery stitch out.
I'm gonna print it and ask him he's off today, but from what I can tell from his notes, it should be all taken care of. But I'm gonna print it and have him call you tomorrow too, when he's back in the store, and just let you know. I don't know if you have to glue it down, screw it down, what he does. Make a note there and have him call you tomorrow.
And it's slowing down as I'm going over that heavier rickrack.
Mm.
I think, check and see. Yeah. I might have to do a little repair work there. Okay, that's what was happening. It was doubling back. So,
Yeah,
That
you
being
can.
said-
Isn't that cool? You can really see the quilting from the backside.
right. And so that being said, be careful if you're sewing your binding on from the back that you don't get the rickrack caught and doubled back on itself. Because that's what happened to me.
There's your receipt, and there's a note here for Don. We'll see if you call and let you know if he had to glue it or anything, because I don't know.
Thank you for being my Vanna.
Well, I will make a note and he'll call you tomorrow.
All right, getting ready to close it up.
Yep, this one turned out okay. almost there.
Okay, so. Wait, which,
Sharon,
you're Sharon and you're
Susan.
Susan. Okay, yeah, obviously we misplaced. Yeah, my apologies. I will, find it, and, cause it looks like you just did the regular sewing service on it too, so I'm sure that you saw the word. Do you wanna leave your case here, or do you wanna take it with you? I can deliver everything to you, and,
Right.
it's not until
We're going to
tomorrow.
join this up,
No timing-wise, whether
make our little miter,
Wednesday.
and roll it around. How are we doing on time?
Oh, Barb, I'm sure they'll love those. It's only 2:45.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, you know, I've got enough time to use the quilt binding foot.
We'll have to talk to, make sure we get the embroidery portion of the service done for you as well, so. It just, I will check, he's not right. He is a very, very good technician. He's been doing Vikings for 25 plus years, but he's not, it does clean and oil machine, check and adjusted tension and timing, full service. Which is kind of his basic notes, you know, and I can see that it has a sew out on it for regular sewing, but we didn't do the embroidery portion of it. So he's
Okay,
not
so
seeing that,
left side is face wrong side down,
make sure that works.
right side up.
I apologize.
And the same here.
Yes, I will.
So should I pay you so that?
Let's wait until we get everything done. You can just pay, you know, if you wanna pay by card, we can just call it in.
Okay.
When I drop it off.
All right, that sounds good.
All right, and I'll
Thank
put
you.
this with the other note, so.
Sorry, I'm getting right in front of the camera there.
There's two? Yes, there are two, so.
All right,
All right,
thank you.
have a good day.
Doing bindings like the hardest time to not get everything all up in the way of.
In the way of the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially a placemat because there's not much space to work with. Now normally, you should always open it up, make sure you haven't twisted.
You know, I only twist it when I do solids.
Really?
I
Wonder why that
screw
is.
it up every time.
Really?
Well, because there's like no right and wrong side to really like determine that. And yeah,
Gotcha.
I screw it up every time.
Okay. Batiks would be probably another one.
Maybe, but I don't sew with
You don't
boutiques.
sew with
I don't like boutiques. I think they are gorgeous, but me and the sewing machine and boutiques do not
Just
get
don't-
along.
Okay, well, that's fair. And I had such a bad experience with the quilt binding foot that I put it off for months before I tried it again. And I finally asked Kate, I said, what am I doing wrong? Well, she told me. So I was fairly comfortable trying this. So we're gonna press just up here from the back, straight up. And I do love this little Oliso.
Yep, same here.
It is the best little iron ever.
Yeah, their revamp of it was
Oh,
perfect.
So much better.
So much
Absolutely.
yeah, definitely needed. And now
Has
it's
the
great.
light and it steams. And the handle doesn't get so hot. Okay, so normally when we do binding, we do this. Then we bring it around and we press it.
Mm-hmm.
And Kate said, no, don't do that.
Don't press it?
Don't press it the second time.
Why?
Because it tends to pull it down more. And by gosh, it works. So I'm just going to start here. Wrap it around. Your quilt binding foot has this little ledge. It has 2 markings. You want this mark here to run along the edge of the binding. And when you go to turn, there's the other marking you're going to use.
Let me see if I can get a price. I want to say it's like 85 or something like that on sale.
What's that?
The little Aliso. I think it's like 110 or something like that.
109, 110
Normal.
normal.
And
Or
then
is it 119?
no, I don't think so. If I can flag Matt down the next time I see him walk by, I'll have him get us a price and maybe put it online.
We use it so much.
Yeah, it's almost like the QS Wave scissors now.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah. Okay, so as we come up here, we're going to fold this side in first and then fold this down. If you have an awl or something, this is when it really comes in handy.
or stiletto.
A stiletto, yeah. So now you're going to come all the way out to this marking here, and that's where, when you turn, that's where your foot will be again. It works perfectly.
Beautiful.
Even old dogs can learn new tricks sometimes. But I definitely like this. It's easy. This is a great placemat pattern.
Plattern.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, Melinda. Yeah, so normally 110, 20% off. The sale would be 88.
So good we have customers who can help us, right? Fold down in there, thank you.
Dorothy, I don't have Kate here, and I would think that her pattern and stuff is with her, so it might be tomorrow, okay? But we'll get you those requirements. If you don't have your pattern yet. I didn't finish my lunch and my tummy's hungry.
Is it? I'm so sorry. I didn't eat all of mine either. I'm gonna eat the rest for dinner tonight, though. I just couldn't face ramen noodles today. And that's what I brought from home. It just...
We made chicken bacon ranch foil packets last night.
Uh-huh.
So that's my leftovers.
All right.
That's my lunch.
And did you eat it all? Or not all of it?
No, those are my leftovers.
But I meant at
Like right now?
lunchtime.
No, I was just saying I didn't eat all my lunch, so I'm hungry.
I thought maybe you were hungry even after. I missed that part. Okay, I'm getting rid of some of this fuzz on here just because it put a lot of extra
Bulk.
bulk in here. And this rickrack is pretty,
We don't want lumpy binding.
no. And the rickrack is pretty heavy anyway.
Sheila, so you can definitely purchase 2024 Baby Lock Club, and we can get you all the recordings and all the handouts for that. I don't have an easy way to, other than those handouts, to really show you what the projects were. So unfortunately, you would kind of have to just go through each set of handouts to really know what they are. But absolutely, if you would like to purchase 2024, we can,
But they're all
help you.
All of the classes are great.
Yes. And I'm not sure if you've purchased with us before, so if you have not, I would ask that you give us a call here in the Thornton store so that we can get your information. Our phone number here is 303-317-2004, and that just so that we'll have your information and your email and stuff like that in order to get you all the recordings and stuff. Hey, Matt.
Yeah, I will just talk to him in the morning, so.
All right, guys, we are done.
Does that work?
Look at here. Thanks to our guest quilter.
Yeah.
How are you?
We
Yay!
have hair now. Yay! So we do have the kit for the 2 placemats.
Okay.
From there. All right.
All right.
So
Well,
everybody
thanks.
Have a great day.
Yep.
And we'll
And
be back tomorrow.
yes, I believe it's going to be the first sewing steps of the new mystery tomorrow, because that's what Patrick promised.
Oh, did he? Well, so,
Alrighty, so
All right.
we'll see you tomorrow.
bye, everybody.
Thanks. Bye bye.